My name is Reed. I recently finished the Master's Counseling program here. I'm currently in the EDS program with an emphasis in adventure-based counseling. While here, I've also been able to study the somatic emphasis and the human sexuality emphasis as well. I think what really drew me to the program specifically was the adventure and nature-based emphasis. When I was looking for programs at the time, I just didn't see a lot of that variety, and I was able to come toward the school and kind of also able to get more of a sense of how I really felt like they were pairing the sort of values with practice, not only in the programming, but the whole community here, and it really kind of sold me on it, so it just seemed to make sense. Though I think I expected it to some degree, I think one of the things that I continue to come back to is something that I really value is how much, even in an online program, at least for the counseling students, we're really able to have still that emphasis on connection. Whenever we have events like the Colloquium, and in my program we also have the intensives, and no matter if we're online or in person, like we're really trying to share our ideas and the things that we're passionate about, and it always really comes through. And like having this community of minds to help generate ideas and help both ignite and sort of maintain our passion for our work is really quite wonderful.
Hi, my name is Andrea Harley, and I am in my third year of the Masters of Science Counseling program. My area of specialty or concentration is somatic therapy, along with trauma therapy as well. After doing research, and I researched a couple of colleges, Arizona State University, University of Arizona, Pepperdine, with Arizona colleges, well, Arizona State University and University of Arizona, I found that their program just highlighted addiction therapy, which was not my area of interest. But as I explored Prescott College, what I found so intriguing was the depth of various concentrations that were offered, such as art therapy, nature therapy, and I had no idea that there was even a specialty for art or nature therapy, along with all the other concentrations that were offered. So I said, this is the place for me, and since being here, I have no regrets. It's totally awesome.
I'm Sochi Banmore, and I am at the end of the counseling program and I guess at the beginning of the EATS program. And so I'm set to graduate December and then hopefully continue and finish up the certificate program. There are a lot of options out there, and some of them are not K-CREP, so that was one thing, that this was a K-CREP school. And then the EATS program was also a determinant. But then once I met Margaret, and because she did my interview, once I met Margaret, I just felt really connected and I couldn't turn away. Like, it was just such an immediate feeling of acceptance and belonging. And I really felt like this could be a place for me to come back into this kind of work, because I left it a long time ago, and be safe. Yeah.
My name is Josh Barnum. I am in cohort 63 of the graduate counseling program at Prescott College. So I started in 22, or late 22, maybe 23. Something like that. People ask me all the time when I'm going to graduate, and my simple answer is I don't really know, because I'm kind of on an organic process. What brought me to counseling, though, is my focus on helping first responders. Been a firefighter for about 30 years, so in the process I've had to deal with some of my own trauma, but I witness trauma every day. And in a lot of my coworkers, I recognize that it's kind of an underserved population of folks that don't always have the appropriate resources to treat what they're going through. Most firefighters are the helpers. They have the hardest time asking for help. So most will avoid counseling at all costs unless the clinician is culturally competent. Like, they understand the job, they understand the profession, and so my aim is to fill that void as a culturally competent clinician for first responders. What brought me to Prescott College specifically was a random meeting with a friend who just so happened to work in the advising department here at Prescott College, And I had been mulling the idea of becoming a counselor because I wanted to be the lighthouse instead of the rescuer. I wanted to be able to help people without having to say I'm not a counselor, but. So I wanted to become a counselor. It just so happened that I ran into this friend who asked me what I was up to. I said, I think I want to become a counselor and I'm thinking about going back to school. And she said, cool, here's your roadmap. And she gave me information about the PLA program here at Prescott College, so I was able to take advantage of education in paramedicine, technical rescue, and all my skill sets that I developed as a first responder over the years. I was able to apply those to my undergrad. So I was able to finish my undergrad really quick and then move right into the master's program. So that's what brought me here.